Hey, YouTubers, what's going on? Morning. It is 9:29, and I need to mute that because that is going to reverb. There we go, muted. All right. Let's see here. We've got 36 seconds till the market opens here. I am still looking at the September 17th PM contracts here, and let me look at the deltas here once they start adjusting for market conditions. I feel you, Lee Rat. I feel you. Well, we'll try to keep you filled in. All right, 14 seconds till the market is open. Watching the futures here coming up just under their support they've rejected once. SPY is 44468. And we're about to be underway here in 3, 2, 1. And there's the market open. And I see a mixed bag already open on the futures here. SPY has a small green candle coming out the gate here on the 3-minute. Qs at the same thing. Bonds, keep an eye on the bonds. They are slightly up with a red candle forming. NASDAQ, big green candle out of the gate. Let's take the futures here. Futures, same thing. SPY is 44497. We have a first support here at this 445 area. And boom. Morning, everyone. How's it going? So my thesis is still very much bearish today. On this, I mean, I'll change that with buying volume. The buying volume is what's going to change my mind, not price action. The buying volume. I need that really to come in and say, hey, buyers are here. The sellers have had their fun. Now it's our time again. And until then, I'm going to still maintain my bearish thesis that we're going to come on down. Look at the X sectors here. So the X's are down. XLV is down. Y is down. F is starting to get wicked out. C is down. XLI is starting to wick out as well. P is down. All of the top sectors are starting to fall. XLE is up. They're usually pretty is up, except XLK. So the sellers are still here for now. Look, that green candle completely got wicked out. And we're going to continue to see what's going on here. Green candle wicked out. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. That one completely got wicked out. That big old green candle, wick, right there. That green candle completely not only got wicked, but now is getting sold off on some big selling volume. Once again, rejecting that resistance here. The sellers are still here. I told you this yesterday. I do not buy. I do not subscribe to this little buy up here. Same thing the day before. Same thing yesterday. And the sellers are still very much here for now, at least. Until the sellers leave the building, this is not going to be able to get bought up here. Watch that 4,400 level. I was talking to a veteran today. He said, watch that. The futures could potentially fall to that 4,400 level. If that happens, that's another 36 points for the futures, and that very well will bring SPY down under the 50 simple moving average. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's look around here. All right, so let's start updating. September 21st, which is the mid-month PM contracts, which is September 17th, but in each rate it shows up as September 21. Let's look at the contracts there. The 4420s look pretty decent right now. Volume is higher on that one. Let's do the 44. I'm going to stick with the 4420s. And then for the calls side of things, man, this red candle is coming down. For the calls, I'm going to do 44. 4460s. So 4425, 4460s. Let me take a look at the SPY. All right, double red candles here. All the X's are starting to turn red. Top 8 on SPY, Apple was big red with a little green here. Same thing with Microsoft, Amazon. So have a little recovery here in tech. Be on the lookout for that. In terms of SPY, I've got 441 puts and 446. So 441, 446. There we go. 44.25 puts. 44.25 puts. 44.60, 44.25. All right, so definitely some bearishness here. The futures rejected this level once in pre-market and now once, actually rejected it here once in pre-market and now rejected it in session trading. So be on the lookout for this little POC, which is a 44.40 level on the futures. SPY is coming down on their POC on the 3-minute to 44.14. How far can we go down this week? It depends. It depends. So if we do fall down, the 40 that we have right now is at 44. I mean, the bottom support is 439. The bottom volume support is 439. Do I think we'll fall that far? I mean, it's $4. It could. I mean, I've seen crazier things, but it depends. Right now, we're looking at that 44.40 level or 4400 level, which could bring SPY down well below the 50. I'm not really too much on looking on the target price. I'm looking at price action and volume to show me where and when to play. So right now we've got some red. We had a big strong green candle right out of the gate that's immediately being sold off. If you look at the 1-year chart, it's like, that's why I'm saying everyone's like, should I buy calls yesterday? No, the sellers are still very much in control. You have this large selling volume node. The wicks on the candle are very small, so the bodies of the candle are still sellers' candles. And then, outside of all of that, the bonds are still up. We're still on this steady increase in bonds, and y'all know what that means. So the bonds right now are still on the increase. You see this all the increase right here, and all through September, yesterday in particular, big increase in the bonds. If I start seeing wicks, big wicks forming on these sellers' candles, that means the buyers are buying these candles up. The buyers are here to stay, and then we have a potential sign of reverse. But look, these candles are still very much here. This candle has a very small wick. The sellers were all in control yesterday, so I have no reason to believe that I need to take a swing call yesterday. And here we go right here, right at the POC. And let's see if what happens after this little red candle. The VIX is popping up 1995 right here. I think upper 21s, mid to upper 21s on the VIX will pretty much be the start of a reversal, but right now we're still at 1992. SPY, this candle here is starting to flip red. Exactly, let it come to you. Nice, King's Red Army comes out with a 29% on some 441 puts. Well done, well done. Bonds right now, let's take a look at the bonds. The bonds are pretty much flat right now. Little red candle here at 151.13. Qs. Big sell-off in tech. Stand by. Stand by. I may take a put here. I did not see the tech. I'm sitting there flapping my gums, and look what happens. Flapping my gums. All right, I'm going to bring up the 44.25 puts order form. There's 1880 on the bid here. NASDAQ is getting absolutely smoked here. VIX climbing 20. Futures are falling. NASDAQ is getting smoked, waylaid right now. 15,359 on the NASDAQ here. Qs are well below their POC and now below the volume node here. And we're at 19 on these puts and falling. Boom, I'm close to taking a put here. The volume, the selling volume is diminishing just a touch, but we're below POC, we're below resistance here, and the NASDAQ is falling here. I'm not in any puts yet, but I'm pretty close to it. I'm pretty close to it. We'll see how this thing shakes out. Implied volatility is still very much high. Another reason why I do not think, I mean, it's higher than yesterday. Now we're at 19 and 20% implied volatility. So another reason why I do think that we still have more downside here. The market is still pricing in a volatile downside move. So we're at 20% in the implied volatility. You have to look at all factors. All factors. Good job, Steve. 28%. Well done. No worries, Uncle Terry. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? So 138 people watching. If you're new to the YouTube channel, hit that like button. Helps me grow a little bit. Come over and join the Discord. Have a little fun with us. Learn with this. Love with this. 4,430 on the futures right here. NASDAQ is still falling below. Still some downside here. SPY's got that 443.69. 14.92%. Well done, Mike. Man, y'all are killing it this week. There's so many wins posted in this room. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Good. Uncle me as well. I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are. All right, so we've busted pre-market lows, bearish sentiment. Yesterday's lows of 443.23 is going to be a very strong level, and it's going to be a very important one. If we break that, y'all wave on by to your friends as we drop on by. I love you being here, Mike. Boom, LERAC coming out. Love it. What is that, about a 5 or 6%er? I'm doing quick public math in my head here. All right, 443.60. Good job, Justin. 18%. A lot of great wins in the room this day. Love it. Futures still falling. NASDAQ is getting a little wick here. A little wick. Let's look at the volumes. Look at the volume. Big selling volume this morning. Eight percenter. Okay, there you go. I was close. I was close. Well done. All right, so VIX popped 2024 and coming back up to the mid-20s. 2047 is where we finished out yesterday as a high. A little red candle there. Bonds are starting to slide just a touch. XLF, green candles there with a red. So that was a tech-led sell-off there. Let's see if we climb back up or if we're going to defend these levels and fall. NASDAQ is still falling. Still falling. Boom. We might have a flush here. We might have a flush here. I am going to change. Let's see here. Man, these contrasts are so expensive. Look at these things falling. I'm going with the 4410s. You know what? I'm just going to go with the 4400s. I'm just going to go with the 4400s. 4400 puts, and I'll pretty much stay there today. I'm tired of flipping around. This thing's moving so much, shaking and baking. I'm going with the 4400s. So here we go, testing this 44.23 level. This is a very hard level to defend. If we fall, it's going to be a bloodbath city. Everything on my watch list is just now flipped red. All of tech is red. All of the sectors are red except for financials, which have a red candle forming. Energy, which usually is pretty strong on days like today, and XLB, which is almost pretty much trading flat. It's barely green. So let's see what happens here. NASDAQ has a small green candle. Futures have a small green right there. Denise coming out with another put. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Just watch the VPA video. Good job, Aiden. Good stuff. Let me know what you think. Nice veteran coming out with an awesome win this morning. Good stuff. Little green candle forming. Could offer a potential buying opportunity on some more puts. Steve with the 46%. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. All right, so looking around here, XLV has now popped up and went green. XLY is still falling. XLK still looking a little weak here. We'll see how that green candle starts beginning to form there. Financials are leading the way in terms of strength. SPY, green candle wicking out again. That's been the name of the game the past few days, is all the green candles are getting sold off NASDAQ. Selling off even more. I want to take a put here. Not going to lie. I want to take a put here. It's looking a little weak. That NASDAQ is starting to come on down. The bonds just got bought up here. Green candle flipping up here. And there's a green candle forming on the VIX. I think we could have a little more downside. I'm tempted to jump into a put. We'll see how this thing shakes out, though. I'm sticking with the 4,400 puts. I'm going to update my watch list in the room. Unless they get too, if we climb back up and we get too far away from that, I'll change it. But for now, I'm just going to stick with the 4,400s. Just stay put. Yeah, XLK is down. XLV healthcare is climbing up. XLY is down. XLF. So the little bitty pop in XLF and wire is what's propping up SPY. There's a big green candle coming up to the POC. NASDAQ still not getting bought. We have a small little green here. Let's see if that comes on up as well. But futures got bought there. Bonds kind of on this downward slide here. Not too aggressive though. VIX is coming down after rejecting that mid 20 level. Big green candle on the SPY 443.88. 88. So let's see how it shakes and bakes. Glad I didn't take those puts. I'm buying long calls, long puts for the purposes of this channel. Guy, good job, old scrap iron. Killing it. 2 plays, 2 profits. Good stuff. Green candle right onto the POC 443.93. Q's not really moving much. Bonds are starting to get bought there. Let's see. We're right at the 8 EMA on the futures there. The SPY is on the 8 EMA on the 3-minute. Man, this is a buy up right here. Okay. Okay. Haven't seen this in a hot minute. Coming up to the 21. Nice, Tommy K. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So let's see where we go here on this 21. Two big old green candles coming up to 444. That's a bounce off 443. So this is a dollar move on us. So little dollar move here in the morning. Shaking and baking. Q's not falling along too much here. A little bit of green, but not nearly as aggressive. A little sell off in the bonds. I bet you XLF is spiking. Let's take a look. Boom. Look at that. That's an XLF lead. That's a financial lead spike right there. What's up, Jim? That's a XLF lead spike. XLK is trying to little chug along here, but not nearly as much. So, yeah, buddy. Strongest bullish action we've seen in a while in the morning. Let's see how that shakes out there. 444.50. That's a $1 move off the bottom. And we are right back to the opening price, just right at it. Touch lower. Nasdaq's here. Bonds selling off there. If I see that continued sell off of bonds, that will help me make a decision to enter some calls here because this is a strong bull move. Strong bull move. So we are right back almost to opening price. It's 444.59. And climbing. Yeah, SPY has taken Willy Wonka's elevator today, at least this morning. So watch the bonds. If the bonds continue to fall there, XLF is going to climb. And with the relative, here XLK is starting to come along well. Maybe we have a reversal today. The market is starting to have a little bit of buying action here. And we are right back up. And it's still climbing. 3 big old green candles in a row. $444.98. And we're right at a little bit of the resistance here. The morning ranges are starting to hollow out there. We are 443.44 to 445.02. Veteran is killing it this morning. Justin Close calls for 13%. All right, candles getting wicked. NASDAQ is getting red candles, and futures are right back up to where they 1, 2, 3, 4 rejected. And let's see if we pop through this resistance right now. SPY way on up to 444.95 after coming down at 443.44 and still climbing and getting bought. Wow, look at that action. Look at that action. So with this kind of buying activity, this is starting to tell me maybe the bottom is in. We haven't seen a buy up like this in quite a while. Quite a while. So maybe the time has come. We'll see. Facebook is falling hard. Amazon's been down. Microsoft is kind of just fluctuating back and forth. Apple's down. So all the big hitters in tech are down. But Google's starting to bounce back up. Nvidia. So Tesla is starting to bounce back up. Starting to have a little bit of recovery in tech. XLV is strong. XLY is starting to rebound. XLF is beast mode. So everything's starting to have a little bit of a rebound here. P and I all up. SPY is now well above the range, 444.25, and just hollowing out this range. So we're looking at a $2 range already. VIX rejected 2029 is now to 1934. A lot of shaking and baking. Big selling volume followed by pretty big buying volume here. We'll see how it reacts after this bull move. $445.08. Man, look at that. Killer move off the bottom. Killer move. All right, so we're looking at, let's see, we've got 10 minutes till the ranges are set here. We have got a red candle after this strong, a little bull move, about a $2 move off the bottom. NASDAQ, sell off right here on the red candle. Puts her at $10 right now. Bonds are still falling off there. VIX is holding this 1946 level. Got to be aware of all your surroundings. Got to be aware of your surroundings. Don't get euphorically bull yet. Sell off here on the NASDAQ again. XLK went parabolic. XLY, red candle there. XLV went up with the red candle. And XLK is starting to come back down. So tech could prove to be the stall factor. Let's look at the 1 year. So we have the 8 and 21 touch. This is the first time the 8 and 21 has touched since May 19th. May 19th of 2021. It's the first time they've touched since then. That's an interesting bearish sentiment. If we have a crossover, a full-on crossover that of the 8 and 21, we're talking March time frame when we drop well below the 50. We went, what, $9 below the 50 back in March. And that's the first time we've crossed through the 20, the 21 on the 8. Interesting action. Interesting action. All right, so I'm just letting this thing shake out here. NASDAQ appears to have this little base forming. Bonds are still on the downside. If the bonds continue on down, it may be the sign of a reversal. SPY is 444.97. Yep, as long as bonds continue to slide, I won't be taking puts. I use E-Trade, Andrew. E-Trade. Swaggy. Interesting. All right. Hey, big green candle right off that ADMA climbing on up. This is a financial-led move, man. This bonds rotation here. The bonds are still sliding off. Tech is not really all that strong today, so yeah. We either need XLF to reject and come on back down to bring this back down, or Tech is going to gain some strength, and then this thing is just going to moon $6 in a day. Crazy, crazy action, though. Crazy action. All right, coming back up, testing highs again. We've got 9 minutes till the ranges are set. Bonds are still tanking. VIX is still at this 1940 level. Tech is still not really all that strong. Cody coming out with the Iron Condor. Love it. Yeah, I'm responding to questions both on YouTube and on the Patreon room. What market data package do I add for the TradingView account? I look at, I have the Pro Plus account, but then I also add the $4 E-mini futures and then the $2 NASDAQ futures. So for $6 a month total. NASDAQ is still very heavy, so be careful here. There's not much strength in tech. This is very much. And look, the bonds are starting to go green here. If we have a reversal to the upside here, we'll sell this back off. Plus, not to mention, the futures have not really broken the support yet, or the resistance. They're right now, the futures are still at resistance. I'm not taking calls here until we pop above all this level. This is a very risky area right here, and it's got a red candle now. So this might be some pent up weakness buying here. I don't really see any overall huge strength because we didn't blow past. All we've done is make up the lost ground this morning. So just be careful here. That's all I'm saying. If it's going to be the bullish move for the day, let it be a bullish move. Let it do it. But bonds are starting to recover just slightly. VIX is climbing up again. The NASDAQ is still haven't had a big move off their bottom. Let's just see where it goes. NASDAQ still holding their levels at the bottom. The bonds are still holding 150.87. VIX about to have to cross over here. EMA is coming down, red candle. I just really want to be aware of all my market surroundings here. A lot of the X's have recovered to green. F is at the top. XLK is looks like it's starting to form a little base there. Just getting a good sentiment overview here of everything that's going on. Apple is down. Could have a little base here. Oh, Amazon's starting to roll back over. Facebook, all of tech is beat down right now. So, yeah. As long as tech stays down right now, we're not going to have a big move up. It's just not going to happen. It's too big of a weighting. It may climb, but it's not going to be a massive bullish day unless tech reverses. Buying volume diminishing. All right, so we've regained pre-market levels. This 4448 level on the futures, and a little red candle here. Let's see if it comes on back down. Futures at 444.95. The SPY is, I mean. Straight line diminishing volume. Every green candle has diminished since we reached this area. We're in a consolidation phase right now, up here at 445. Q's got another red candle coming down again. VIX is still holding its level, and the bonds have not fallen anymore, still holding that level. No plays so far this morning. No plays. I'm currently looking at the September 17th PM 4400 puts on SPX. And yeah, right now they're trading for $10.10 a piece. NASDAQ still heavy. TLT slightly green, slightly green. Yep, y'all be patient. There'll be a move. There'll be a move. All right, NASDAQ's finally starting to climb up here. Futures are starting to finally break through their resistance. I'm actually going to switch over to calls at this time. It's weird that I feel dirty taking calls after this past few days. All right, I'm going to change up my calls because we're pretty much already back to 44.60. A lot of volume on the 44.75s. Open interest is there. Good. I'm going to take the 44.75s. Currently trading at $13 a piece. Yeah, some upwardly rat specials for sure. Hey, what's the price? So I don't have to flip over and look. What's the price of the October 1st calls? Anybody have those yet? 375.03. So bonds falling off again. NASDAQ is finally starting to climb up. XLK is starting to climb. If this continues here, we're going to have a very bullish day if tech plays along. SPY's at 445.39. Still at 16%, 17%. Okay, so it's 2 cents off what it was yesterday. Good, good, good. Haven't missed too much yet. So that's why I like those 3-week DTEs, man, because you can wait for confirmation and not really miss out on a big move. So I'm still not taking them yet. Still not taking them. I want the warm and fuzzies. Nice, Tommy K. Nice. 218 people watching. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. You get notifications not only for educational content, but for all live streams going forward. I'm not sure, Henny. Right now, it's definitely setting up for a bullish day. Tech is starting to climb up. Tech is starting to climb up. VIX is starting to fall. Bonds are starting to slide. So things are setting up for a bull day. But that's why I haven't taken the positions yet now, because we're going to see how things shake out. That's all right, Lil B. Going to start building into that position. Let's get that trend day. Let's see, Jim. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Tech is selling back off. Apple just got roasted again. Amazon down. Facebook down. Google down. Facebook's about to break session lows. Google's down again. Nvidia's starting to climb. Tesla's up. So y'all just be careful. Y'all just be careful. Yeah, FANG stocks are getting crushed. Top 8 is shaking and baking for sure. Bonds are starting to trickle up. Futures are coming down. I use SPY more, Uncle Terry. SPY. I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm an opportunist. I don't care about being a bullish or a bear. I want to make the same amount of money on puts as I do on calls. That's why it aggravates me. I think it's very childish and immature for people to be arguing on Reddit over bullish or bears, or bears got eaten today, bulls got screw the bears. That's whatever, man. Keep that crap out of here. Save that for the daycare. Go enjoy your Legos and your coloring crayons. Let the men trade. Bear and cow do taste great. All right, red candles right on down to the 8 EMA. Do we get the LERAT special to the upside now? I got 1180 on the calls. Is Denise taking calls yet? I'm wondering. Tell him, OM. That's right. That's right. It aggravates me, man. I have to stay off Reddit. I try to go on Reddit to kind of just see what the market's doing, or just or see what the Reddit community's doing and all that stuff. But I hate it, man. It's filled with immaturity. I hate it. I hate it. Let the men trade. That'd be an official options millionaire T-shirt. I love it. All right, here we go. We are popping below just slightly through the 8 EMA. The bonds holding this level. The VIX is starting to, or holding this level, so the VIX isn't falling down here. The volatility is still maintaining. Careful, 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 careful. Out for a quick scalp. Nice. No plays for me just yet. You know what? That may actually be my first shirt, because I do want to start doing some shirts. I have one more order I still need to send out. It's been a while. I need to send out the order for Options Millionaire stickers. And I still have about 60 stickers left too, by the way. Options Millionaire vinyl stickers. I tried to get into merchandise when I first started this up, and I quickly realized that it's a very large time commitment, time that I just don't have right now. So, yeah, merchandise will be a thing eventually, and I do want to do a shirt. That would be awesome. Let the men trade. That's a be a good slogan. All right, 444.93 coming down to the 8 EMA. Coming down through. Watch out. Tech is coming back down. Healthcare is still very strong. Y is coming down. Financial is still finally coming down. And bonds are coming back up here. Bonds are coming back up. Oh, that's a good one. It got debit trade. That's a good one. That's a good one. Sunday cool. Okay. Okay. I'll take a look. Usually I like next level shirts. I'll take a look at Sunday cool because I do want a high quality shirt. I don't want like this cheap cotton shirts. Like I like a good high quality shirt. Yeah, I sent out 2 orders of the stickers. I think there's one more order I still have to send out. So if you didn't get them, I will send them out and we'll work something out. So just send me a message if you don't mind. Send me a message if you don't mind. Thanks, Uncle Terry. All right, so 444.96 right here. Qs are just below the POC. The VIX is still holding this 19 level. So, and the bonds are still climbing. XLF, see it holds at 21 here. So, healthcare is just going nuts. Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of it. I do. Yeah, it does. I do want to. I still need to save a lot of people in Reddit. I still want more people to come in from Reddit. Unfortunately, Reddit is a dumpster fire of immaturity. I hate it. I hate it. But yes. All right. So 444.84. Nice, nice. See, that's a problem. That's Weeble. Is that Weeble? It looks like Weeble. That's Flow Algo. Okay. So good stuff. Nice. I looked at a few like demand print-on shirts like that. Uh, but it was like the quality of shirts was lacking. That's one I wanted. All right, here, red candles. Q's drop. Oh, look at that. Nasdaq is dropping lows just when you think it's going to beast mode. The Nasdaq flips around on you, and I love it. I love it. I'm not taking a play just yet. Just yet. Don't make it feel dirty, Ryan. Don't make it feel dirty. Puts are a fantastic vehicle on which to make money if they're properly played. I don't play any of those, Ali Reza. No, man, Weeble is cosmetically amazing. Like it looks beautiful. I wish I could actually use Weeble, but unfortunately, to me, their system is a dumpster fire. It's just clunky. Look at these red candles, man. Tech is selling off. The bonds are spiking back up here, and down we go. Again, futures are rejecting this level, and you all think this is bullish. I think it's bearish. When you come up on that strong action and you reject this level for like the 5th time, you can't break through it. There's not enough buyers to break that level. Tech is now down, financials are rolling back over, and bonds are climbing up again. Maybe I'll try it out again. Maybe I'll throw a little money in there and try Weeble out again. We'll see. I know they do get terrible fills. I'll use it from different stuff. I won't use it for day trading. I want you all to be different. I want you all to be different than the crap that goes around on Reddit. Because everyone, it's a dumpster fire. I want you all to be different. I want you all to read between the lines, and watch the volume. Watch what the market is telling you through volume, not stupid indicators, not what some dude on Twitter is telling you to do. I want you all to be different. And if you read the volume, if you watch the volume levels and the volume profile, you can figure out in between the lines what's going on here. I have a very no tolerance policy on immaturity. I hate it. I hate it in my. I don't allow it with my children. I don't allow it with people in my life, and I'm sure as crap not going to allow it in the community. So I hate it. Oh, cool, cool, interesting. That's a good feature actually. Kind of tick up the bid there. That's good. All right, it's Lester Wire. Thanks for being here. Wong, if you go into the Discord, you will see where I post all my plays and OM plays. That's where I put all my notifications for plays and the commentary for the channel as well. Where do I think SPY will be in a week? That's a big question. That's a big question. All right, 4440 now coming off down from the 44. So we've slid $1.50 here. Swinging puts. I don't know. That's a risky thing to do. Swinging puts. I don't like doing them. Look at that. So tech has now broke lows and is selling off hard. XLF is starting to come on down. Futures are busting through. Watch this 4427 level here. I'm letting this shake out. I'm on a 16 win streak here, so I'm gonna let this thing shake out and take a big order once things kind of point themselves in that right direction here. Oh, cool. Buy 10 out. Okay, I like it. I like it. +2, +1. That's a good feature. I gotta give Weeble some props on that one. That's a good feature. All right, so where do I think SPY will be in a week? It really depends on today is a decision day for me. It's a decision day because on the 1 year chart, and let's all take a look at the 1 year chart together. You have to really focus on that 1 year. And I keep another thing like I'm going to jump off my soapbox here. Everyone keeps saying like, do you think the 50 is actually going to happen now that everyone notices it? I don't understand why I don't understand why that statement's being made. Like this, the market is always cyclical. It's not like it just now became cyclical. It's always comes down and touches some sort of level, whether it be the 50 or the 200. Eventually, it does that. So everyone's saying like, do you think it's going to touch the 50 now that everyone's aware of it? I mean, y'all are aware because I'm teaching it to you, but it's still always going to happen no matter what. I mean, you can see, just look at the oscillations, the cyclicals in the market here. It's going to happen. It's been doing it for over a year now. So, uh, looking at the 1 year, having said that, looking at the 1 year, we've got the 8 and 21. It's actually touching right now. If we get that cross to the downside here, it's going to start to become bearish here. Not that the fact that the 8 and 21 matter. It's just it's pointing us in the direction that the momentum is heading to the downside. The average price is starting to come down and down, and we're coming down and approach the 50. Now, as we stay in this little area, the 50 simple moving average is climbing. So right now it's at 442.19. Yesterday it was at 441.99. So it's come up 20 cents on the 50 as we continue on down. So it's only a $3 move to the downside, a little less than that actually. That's not that big of a move. If we cross below that, the next support through that 50 is down here to 439.91. And I have that listed on my pre-market analysis. The bottom support I've got is at the upper 443 level. If we pop that, start really looking around the same type of action that we had back in September through 2020. September 2020 was a very bearish month. So we actually dropped, I think, $10 below the 50 if I remember right. So always pay attention to the 1 year. I start all of my pre-market analysis on the SPY on the 1 year. I don't even look at anything else until I look at the 1 year on the SPY. I figure out volume, levels, and action. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so K is down. V can't be stopped, won't stop. XLY is down, giving back their gains. XLF selling off. What are the bonds doing? Bonds are the heartbeat of the market. 151.08, climbing back up to the 821, and now on the 34, almost coming back to the opening level there. All right, so futures are starting to buy back up. Let's watch this resistance level again. Strong buying action here, or strong price action. Buying volume is not there yet. Haven't made any plays yet so far. I'm taking it easy this morning. My right-handed trigger finger has got a little weak from the past few days, a little overuse, so I'm taking it easy today. That is right. The VPA book by Andy Coling is the #1 book I recommend. That is the volume price. Volume at price. The name of the indicator. That's that gray histogram on the right side of my chart. That's the volume price. If you go into Trading View, Indicators, and click VP, you just type in VP, it'll bring up a list of volume profiles, and click the one that's the authored by KV4 Coins. Nice, Banshee. It's a great book. Y'all please read that book. That'll help you understand volume. Volume is the #1 thing. I mean, it's all based on volume anyway. Like, why else would you prioritize any other kind of technical indicator in front of just raw volume? The raw volume is going to tell you what's going on. That book is the Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis by Andy Coling. Yes, I do, Kyle. Yes, I do. I've got a video in my educational channel for the volume price analysis, or the volume price indicator. Yep. And there is the link for the that YouTube video. Nice, Paolo. 10% on 2 for 2 for scalps. 10% on calls. I'm out. Nice, Justin. 10% on little scalpy there. Nice. It is liberating, isn't it, Justin? It is liberating. Trading smaller position sizes in and out. Lovers love it. You just cause too much stress when you take a big position size. I've been there, done it. You know, imagine being 25 years old with a $100,000 order on one single pharmaceutical. I've been there and done that. Imagine the amount of stress you go through with that kind of position. All right, so the Qs are trying to make an attempt here at the 8. It's not looking too good so far. Bonds are still holding the middle of their range. SPY is up at the top, shaking out to be a nice eventful day. Going all in GameStop in January reduced my life expectancy by 10 years. Yeah, I can imagine, dude. I'm sure that that did that to a lot of people. I took a very, very small action in some GameStop just to say I did it, and even that was like, screw this, man. No, thank you. Any ideas of why I'm never able to sell the ask on Robinhood? I always need to sell on the bid, which takes a lot of my profit. That's because Robinhood is garbage. Oh, my dentist is calling me. Let me take this phone call real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, so a little green candle coming up there right on the ADMAs. Not really much moving. No, no, I've a couple months back I chipped my front tooth, and now it's fake anyway, and now I'm getting an actual implant. So it's like a 10 or 12 month process. So the next step is coming up in 2 weeks. Not good stuff. All righty, so let's take a look here. Nasdaq is having some trouble bouncing there. The VIX is coming down again, still holding the 34 at the moment. Bonds are still climbing. I'm still leaning bearish. Still leaning bearish. All right. Chill at Beaver Terror with the emojis. What do I think about TD Ameritrade? I tried to open an account for them, throw $1,000 in there, but it didn't work. Like I'm sitting there waiting. I transferred the money, it didn't work. Got the trade confirmation or the transfer confirmation, and the money never came out. So I was like, all right, screw it. That's my only one and only interaction with trading with TD Ameritrade. So for the SPY, I'm looking at 441s. SPY contract. So TLT is climbing up again. Nasdaq is got another red candle here. SPY. I think this is on a precipice of a dump again. So I'm close. Like I'd like to take some puts here shortly. Yep. So if you look at that's a good point. That's a good point about the 50 EMA. So if you go back to the August play, it was a very fast downside and an even faster buy up. We dropped 2 days, and then in 2 days we were not only recovered but beyond the levels. So yeah, it is definitely different. This is a prolonged sell-off where the sellers have completely taken control, and they are still in control. The market is still in the seller's hands at the moment. The buyers don't want any part of this. And if you look at the bond rotation, and then when I'm doing my one-on-ones with the tier threes, and like one of the biggest things I tell these people, the first people that ask me for help is you got to look at the bonds. You got to read the bonds. The bonds will kind of give you an indication of what things are going, how things are rolling on. So, and the bonds are telling me now, everything is telling me right now that things are still bearish. And until I see the buyers come in and take this up, I'm still bearish. That was like a month and a half ago, 2 months. I definitely, I mean, I'm personally an E-Trade guy, so I definitely recommend E-Trade. I've never had any problems with E-Trade. It's very easy to work with. It's very cosmetically set up. Everything's good. So I don't see any reason to recommend anything other than E-Trade. That's me personally. Green candles on the 445.02 level. So this is a pretty decent buying volume, pretty decent buying candle. That's a exceptionally big candle there on the futures. Big buy up there. VIX 1948. Why do you think sometimes the price stops at certain levels and not others? Price, volume right there. That's a great question though, because that really focuses in on the importance of buying volume at certain prices and levels, supports and resistances. Nope, I'm still doing the September 17th. Yep, the PM contracts. Most important thing I've learned since starting the Options Millionaire. Are you asking me that? All right. All right, double green candle. So the Nasdaq's finally getting some bullish action here, which may bring this thing back up. Testing the top levels of the futures again. VIX are falling. Bonds are rolling back over again. Overall upward trend on the 15-minute chart, but diminishing volume still. We're still in the squeeze on the 5-minute. The 3-minute, we're still squeezing as well, but we have a bright green candle. And we're back up to the top of the range, 445.20. So tech is starting to climb back up here. A little bit of strength coming back in. Apple is at 146.85. Man, I'm actually, I'm starting to get feelings back in December 20. I'm actually tempted to take some swings on Apple, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. When I swing trade, I usually go for 3 week trade, 3 week DTEs. What position you in, Hayden? All right, so we're watching this action here. I haven't taken any plays. The VIX is still holding this trend line right there. This 1940 TLT is still on the climb here. XLF is still on the climb as well. XLK is climbing up. Alrighty. So this 445.23 level is proving to be a good little resistance there. I've got 445.70 as my first resistance on the pre-market analysis card that I post every morning in the Patreoners room. And we are just below it. We are just below it. What's up, Uncle Terry, on the Patreon? What do you mean? What's up? Talk to me. All right, red candle on the SPY. Use as well. The VIX is still up in 1956, still holding these levels nice and strong there. The bonds still are holding its levels as well. XLF is gapping down. XLY is coming down. XLV is coming down. Ooh, man, might be put city. Look at the red on SPY. Love it, love it. Man, I want some puts. Daddy is hungry for some puts. Man, nice red candles there. Qs are coming down there. VIX 1976 bonds are popping up here, and everything is still fitting the status quo. Status quo. If anyone is interested, I know some people are asking about it already. I do have those stickers right now. I've got about 60 of them left. Actually, a little bit less than that, but they are vinyl stickers, 3-inch by 3-inch. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know, and I'll give you the directions for that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So that's just the first step in the merchandise process. I know a lot of people are asking, hey, you can do shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, eventually, when I get the time. So yeah, right now I do have those. You can see me in the reflection. You can see my hand in the reflection. So, uh-oh, Gordy's already got one. I love it. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. What is that? A drafting table? I like it. Or a crafting table? Good stuff. Patience. That's right. That's right. The 20 years. I'm looking at the 20-year Jim. TLT. Have it on my glass desk. I like it. Yep, it's through Venmo. It's through Venmo. I do have a Venmo link. Someone gets mani-pedis. I don't get mani-pedis. I've never gotten a mani-pedi in my life. I'll take that as a compliment on my thumb, though. Where did you come up with the idea for the logo? A very generous person designed a logo for me when I first started all this. All right, you know what? I'm going to do a sentiment poll. Alrighty. Sentiment poll is posted. Thank you. I thought so too. How's the pinky? The pain is gone, but it is still very much crooked. Yeah, there's my pinky. Broke my pinky a couple weeks back. The pain is gone now, but yeah, there's a little bit of after effects from dropping a nice 45-pound plate on your pinky. It's good stuff. I have bumpers in the metal ones for sure. But all right. Watched a video on SPY due to the SPY holdings and sectors neutralizing out. Is that why it's pretty flat today? Yeah, right now you've got this, tech sector is very much weighted today, and the financial sector has been up, but even it's starting to come down. That's why you see all this bullish, the bearish activity coming to it, and we're just holding strong now. The bonds are trading flat. The VIX is pretty trading flat as well. It's spiked, but it's pretty much trading in this range. So yeah, everything is pointing towards a choppy day at the moment. We'll see how this comes off to the future. I don't mind a little consolidation period today. That's fine. We've had that. You've had that bearish action for a while now. So Don't need the pinky to fly, that's for sure. Yeah. Yep, I'm eventually going to have to go to a doctor and have it fixed, so I'm sure he'll come up with a way. It was one of the most painful things ever, for sure. It was definitely a 10 out of 10. Right now, it's like a 1 out of a 10. Still slight tenderness, but it's good now. Just cut it off. I'm good. God's blessed me with a spare. I've got a right finger. We're good. 444.75. Qs are now at the 34. Bonds are starting to come back down here. XLK is climbing. Still just more chop. Apple starting to climb up. Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Nvidia, Tesla all starting to climb. So tech starting to come a little into it. What's up, Jesse? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I can do a video about that. Yeah, it's all just volume-based analysis there. Oh man, that ain't no good. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, I watched that documentary. That's a fantastic documentary. The Dawn Wall. Dude chopped his fingers off and still is the best climber in history. Awesome stuff. All right, so SPY is still chopping. Chop, chop, chop. That's fine. I'll take a breather day after what we've had. I'm not going to be greedy. I am 16 for 16. Not a single loss in a couple of days here. So done very well. Made a lot of money making up for what happened in August. I'll sit on the sidelines today. That's fine. You should go to Vegas now. This ain't about luck. This ain't about luck. What's funny is that like on my pinky when I had the brace on there, like it stuck my pinky straight out. I felt fancy when I was drinking because I had my pinky out. I was like, hey, Mike is also your worst month for sure. Steve, man, that unfortunately I can't see all the pay stuff. Like that's Patreon stuff. I'll see what I can do. If it still doesn't work, I'll see what I can do to figure it out. But yeah, I don't see all the payment stuff. I just see like the membership stuff. That's all Patreon stuff, which I'm trying to get away from. I'm in the process of designing and building a website. So to kind of give me a little more control on how I can help you all the best. Thanks, Tommy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a small, I mean, in all things, there's a little bit of luck involved, but a great definition of luck is where operation or opportunity meets preparation. The luckier, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And you know, that's the thing. You know when you're gambling. You know when you're gambling. As long as you're honest with yourself. Educated, high quality trade. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. And realistic. Realistic. All right, so not too much action right now. Apple and all the FANG is still down. Nvidia starting to come back down. XLF coming down still. I still think we're going to have a bearish day. SPY's daily sentiment right now. Go make a protein shake. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, Gino is he's got some awesome charts. He's got some awesome charts. I don't do Vini. I don't do pattern trading, so I don't see a Head and Shoulders. The old Head and Shoulders I see is in the shower with the shampoo, although I don't use shampoo. So I got a quality mic. Good. Yeah, I've got right now. I'm on my new headset because my the Yeti the Yeti microphone I bought, the big fancy one, the little power cord, because it uses those stupid USB-C power cords, I think, and it just jiggles and it keeps cutting out. So I hate those things. The website's not coming soon, Steve. It's going to be 2 or 3 months at least until the website is all up and running and done. I have a lot to deal with. Don't make fun of my patterns. I've told you all a million times I'm not a pattern trader. I don't. The most patterny I'll get is trend lines. That's it. Like that's really about it because those kind of correlate with support and resistance. But I don't do like wedges and head and shoulders or cup and patterns or cup of tea or whatever it is. I don't do all that. All right. So I'm seeing a little green here. Nasdaq is climbing up once again, approaching resistance. VIX, big red on the VIX. Bonds are still trading flat. Let the men trade. That's right, Jerry. That's right. What application do you use for trading? I use TradingView for charting, and I use eTrade for execution. Well, I'm bald, so that's why I don't use shampoo. So I'm voluntarily bald. I'd have the more that George Costanza look if I didn't shave, but yeah, I shave it bald. Have since I was 21. I think it's because I bought a sketchy supplement off GNC that got banned about 2 months after I started using it. It did raise my bench from 250 to 370, but hey, I think it cost me my hair because no one else in my family's bald. No, it's called Superdraw. I bought it in 2006 from GNC. I bought 2 bottles of it. I got incredibly strong. I went to go buy more, and it was banned by the FDA. You might be entitled to compensation. Yeah, probably one of those things for sure. It's funny. It was 2006, and yeah, I got so big so quick that my mom, she was like, I am going to lock you in the car and drag you because I to go get tested for steroids. I was like, no, I'm not taking it. Well, it turns out I was because of Superdrol. But yeah, definitely inadvertent. Inadvertent usage, I guess that's what all the athletes say. Inadvertent use. 444.94. We're just under 445. The VIX is falling off again, and we're approaching support or resistance levels. Were the gains worth the hair? Absolutely. Funny thing though, it changed my body composition because I was a very like small, lanky dude, and now I'm more of like a beefier dude. So it's never gone back. So it's yeah, it's changed my body composition. All right, so we have this on the futures, this 444, this mid 44 level. We are coming up again for the one, two, three, fourth time, and it looks like we might reject. Well, now it's flipping back. Green SPY is coming up to their bottom, the upper little resistance level here as well. VIX is falling off. It needs to hold this area, and the bonds are starting to come down as well, starting to look bullish. Well, yeah, that's not. I guess it's not the USB-C. Whatever whatever that power cord is. It's like the phones used to use it. Like I think the Samsung phones used to use it. But yeah, it's just jiggly as crap. Red candle. This seems to be the name of the game. Pop, sell off today. Mini USB. I guess that's it. Yeah. 40% 40 kilograms down on keto. Nice. I did keto for a few months. No, it wasn't fitness advice. It's just back in from GNC in 2006, I bought something called Superdrol, and then it ended up being a pro hormone that they since FDA banned. So, yeah, might have misheard. Nice, Emma. That's awesome stuff. Yeah, keto. The big thing about keto for me, because I did strict keto, no more than 30 carbs a day for 4 months, and I loved it. Like my energy was fantastic. I felt amazing. My skin was awesome. Like everything felt great. I couldn't gain strength. Like I'm a big strength guy. I couldn't gain strength, so I just went back to my normal diet. Pretty much, Hayden. Pretty much. All right, here we go. Let's see if we break this level. We're currently at this 445.20 level again. The Qs are still climbing back up. The VIX is falling back down. No level. All right, look at this. Strong downward move in the bonds. XLF is climbing back up. So the buyers are starting to take control again. Just let it see if it continues. I'll try not to, Lil B. I'll try not to. Depends on the market, though. Ooh, big sell off on the bonds. Big sell off on the bonds. I may take some calls here. Massive, massive red candle on the bonds. That may do it. 44.75s, 44.75s, 11:30. This may pop it up. Yeah, I'm with you, Cody. I'm trending the same way because right now we're 44, 45, 24. The bonds are selling off. That's going to pop up the financial sector and make this thing rise. But that's a big sell off there. That's the biggest red candle, second, third biggest red candle on the bonds, and it's still falling. The VIX is still falling as well. SPY is being bought, double green candles on some upward Momo. It does not include data. The big one does. Like there's three plans. There's Pro, there's a Pro, the Pro Plus, and the big one. I do Pro Plus. It's the middle one. It doesn't have live data. You have to pay extra for that. The VIX should be free. If you go to the TV, you have to make sure you choose the right TVC, the right VIX. So if you go to up here, you type in VIX, you have to make sure you choose the one that says TVC, not the CBOE. TVC will be not be delayed, and that's free. So TLT is selling off here. The bonds are still selling off. The XLF is starting to climb. But the problem is XLV and K and Y are coming down. So you have this dichotomy. XLP, it's a nasty rainy day outside today. No worries, Mike. Yeah, you love the great rainy days. I am in the southeast, Jess. I'm in the southeast United States. Bonds, big dump in the bonds. The VIX is still holding its level. The volatility is still maintaining. Not great flying weather though. Yep. All right, so another red candle. VIX is climbing back up again. Living in the Colorado mountains. Man, I'm jealous. Awesome stuff. I do, yes. I go live for Patreons on Tuesdays. I go live for Patreons every day. But I call plays for Patreoners every day. I go live for them every day, and then exclusively on the voice stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. But every day is they get their plays. All right, right now I am looking at the 44.75 calls. They are $11.20 a piece right now. Let's see. Sentiment poll has got 60 of you think we're going below 443. 56 says chop, and 22 said we're climbing higher. Nice, Justin. 2% on the scalp. Okay, well, so the SPY is coming up to the reaching the top of not only the range, but this little resistance that we have formed, this mid 445 level. All right, look at the NASDAQ. It's starting to get a little weakness here. More chop city. I'm starting to get the itch to take a play here. Just want to get some good confirmation. Yep, September 17th, the PM contracts, because they're mid-month. If you're trading E-Trade, it looks like September 21. So VIX is at 1951. It's not really moving too much. The Qs, NASDAQ are starting to roll back down. The futures are still hovering right at this upper resistance where we maintained pre-market before the sell-off, popped up, sell-off, pop up, sell-off, right there. Yep, Veteran does have big boy buying power, even by my standards. Veteran has big boy buying power. 445.03. So far, Jim, it is a pretty lame day. Bonds are still sliding. Bonds are still sliding. NASDAQ is sliding as well, but bonds are about to break lows here. I think, man, those bonds sliding tell me it's time. I'd love to maintain bearish thesis, but that tells me it's time, in my opinion. My humble opinion. The bonds are just coming down hard. If we continue to slide, though, slide. So, FANG is getting, or the top 8 is getting destroyed. Apple, all of tech is just getting roasted right now. That probably is what's keeping SPY so tame with this big buy up in XLF and the sell off of the bonds. Look at the NASDAQ. Big sell in the NASDAQ. Yep. So the bonds are tanking, XLF is up, and everything else is down. NASDAQ keeps on coming down. I'm looking at the 4475s on the calls and the 4400 on puts. They're a little bit different on the delta that I usually use, but this thing is fluctuating so much I don't want to sit here and jump around my watch list. I'll just keep a nice set 4475 and then 4400. Let's keep it back to SPY. Let's keep it back to SPY. Strike price is 44.75 on the SPY. It's probably going to be 446s and the 441s on the SPY. The resistance is very real. Yep. Even the VIX doesn't want to give off its level. Looking at the 1 year, small green candle on the 1 year. The 8 and 21 are ever so close. And for once, I get to say there's an Italian pinch on the 1 year chart. 445.08. Very small volume so far in the day. Y'all be privy to the NASDAQ as well. The NASDAQ's still on the slide. It's still forming lower lows under volume, which very well could be the precipice of coming down on the market. These premiums aren't really going too much. They're going from like $11 to $11.70, $11.10. So, 3-4% moves. Retail sales data is tomorrow. NASDAQ, little green candle there. The bonds are down. VIX is dropping. NASDAQ is starting to climb. Yeah, if you take a look in the OM plays, I post my watch list there as well. So yep. So let's look at this volume. Just down all day. Down all day. Diminishing volume tells me there's not much confidence. Not much confidence. Yep, potentially. With this big weakness in tech, if tech continues to stay on this path, it will bring down the SPY. So I think you nailed it on the head, Ezekiel. There, you're going to have this little slight continuation here, and then a sell-off potentially into the end of the day. As long as we maintain this type of status quo, I think that is a good chance. Well, the sellers are still here. They're still defending levels. They're not letting this thing get away with the bonds sell-off here. So all right, little green action here on SPY, coming up to the top of the range. VIX still falling, bonds still straight line falling. Slow little creep up so far. I am using E-Trade for execution and TradingView for charting. How did you draw on the volume? I just use a little trend tool, like right here. If you go over here and just check the trend line tool, and I just drew it down there. Just as an indication to show you all that the volume overall is diminishing. Look at the bonds. So XLF is straight line climbing with this bonds move. So, NASDAQ is still heavy right here. It's still down. The VIX is still falling off. The bonds are just falling. Straight line falling. XLF is still climbing. This has the look it's going to just grind higher. This low volume crap, it's just going to go meh and just kind of, this has that traditional SPY look where it just grinds higher and higher and higher. Especially if the NASDAQ starts to play ball, that's what's holding this back. This huge tech heavy. VIX is breaking new lows. The bonds are just straight line down, falling. And yeah, I'm watching these premiums go from 1110 now 1250 on the calls, and it's just straight on climbing. NASDAQ finally broke through support. SPY is right at the top of the range here. Could be. It could be the start of the reversal. Give it a little bit longer. There's still no volume here, so no volume can be manipulated very, very easily. All of FANG is still down. The top 8, look, keep trying to climb, but keep getting sold off. So tech is the big determining here. Tech is down. Market awareness. Market awareness. That's all right, Emma. That's all right. Red candle, top of the range. NASDAQ, big red candle on the NASDAQ. The bond's still down. VIX is popping back up here just slightly. But the NASDAQ still proves to be the weakness point here in this market. Yeah, exactly what Veers Weinel said, is that this isn't even close to a correction. People use that word all the time. We haven't had a correction since probably October 2020. Uh, yeah, so, and I don't even, and you have to realize, even the Corona crash, that wasn't a correction because that was news driven. That was a news driven event. A correction is a financial oscillation of the market to bring things back to at least under market value. A correction. It corrects the price of the market. The Corona crash was not a correction. Man, look at this. Nice little sell-off here. I love it. This is telling me that sellers are still here. NASDAQ's coming down. It's being the weight of the market. Nice, Gordy Gecko. Good stuff. Q's coming down to the back, to the bottom. And see how quickly things can change under no volume? Do you see how things quickly can change? What's up, Lee Rat? He's back from the red light district. I mean, hearing. I try to sound out all your names, but yeah. Yeah, I think Justin posted that big block order, right? Yeah, good stuff. Awesome, awesome sentiment right there. Big sell order. Overcame all the buy orders. Let me zoom in on this for you. There we go. I'll see what they had. Sorry, see the little emojis. Apparently, TradingView has emojis. I'm looking at emojis on TradingView. So yeah, 8 and 21 right here. You've got, this is the 1 year chart. You've got the 50 down here is 44220. So we're about $3 away from that. Bonds are starting to climb just a touch. Right now at 444, still hugging the top of the channel here. SPY is at the top as well. Rejected the top for the second time right at this 445. Weakness abounds still in tech. Look at this. Apple's down. Microsoft, Facebook, Google getting smoked as we speak. Facebook is starting to form this little base here. It's been there for a while. NVIDIA down again. Tesla starting to sell off as well. So this is a tech-led weakness. VIX is still holding its levels. Nothing's giving nothing back. Bonds are the only thing that's starting to change directions. It's on this downward slide. We're about halfway down from where we had yesterday morning, that strong bullish climb yesterday. Do you think it will bounce fast back from the 50 like the other day? I think it'll bounce quickly, not as quickly as last time. That was pretty crazy. It was quick to come down, quick to go up. But yeah, what will happen is we'll finally, circuit breaker will hit, the buyers will enter the market. We'll have a good bounce up $3-4, and then it'll start just climbing aggressively the other way. Once we do get that action. Levi says, just been watching you for about 6 months. Had a nice little 6% on that sell-off. Thanks for calling the game while I'm working. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for being here, Levi. I appreciate that. Thanks for following along and being a part of the YouTube community. When there's actually a move, Sunvig, when there's actually a move, the bonds lead the market. The bonds are the pulse of the market. More red candles on the futures. We're at the 34, 3-minute chart, 5-minute chart here. We're coming down to the 8 on the 21. Let's see. What do we post here? Going through questions. Yeah, yeah, BHE design Robin there. I'm reading that message there. If they're just selling, I don't think there's very much of a short squeeze yet because the market still is very heavy, so has a lot of downside. Usually the short sellers happen when there's a flash point and we start getting squeezed out, and we haven't hit that yet. We're still pretty much flat for the day. I think the big thing is the overall market awareness. Like you've got the tech that's leading this weakness right now. You've got the bonds that are coming down, so you have this kind of fluctuating up. The buyers still haven't entered the game, and there's still plenty of room for the sellers to flush this thing back down. We haven't even really climbed yet. Is this a market top? I wouldn't say that yet. Until the overarching fiscal policy changes, we're not going to see a top. Charles, if you look in my, well, if you're a part of the Patreon committee, you'll see I've got my swing play played out based on when I think, well, I'll enter those when I do see the buyers come into the market. Little B is back. 1936 on the VIX. Little green candle here. Another red candle after this green, right out to the top still. Still hovering the top of the range. All right. So, yep, just waiting for this thing to shake out. It might be protein 30. I think it's protein 30. Y'all get ready. Get ready. Get your puts ready. I'm gonna go get a protein shake. All right, and I'm back. Nothing crazy happened this time. So VIX needs to hold this level in order for us to maintain. If VIX falls, we're going to go beast mode. Matt, if you look in the Discord under the OM plays, you'll see all the plays in there. Thanks, Roger. Appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let me know if you have any questions in the Discord room. VIX is green at the moment. NASDAQ is selling off again. Love it. Well, futures are king. You have to realize futures are king. All right, here we go. Watch this. Look at this sell-off right on the 34 now. Love it at 34. Hayden, you're doing awesome stuff, man. Good stuff, man. I love the learning in this community. Love it. Yep, no positions today. No positions today, not yet. I'm getting close, though. Man, look at this red. Look at this red. NASDAQ is coming down again. NASDAQ leads the way on terms of weakness. Look at the volume. The volume's been down all day. Big red candle here. And once again, rejecting the top of the channel. Look at SPY right here. We're below the 34. We're at decision point. It's like decision point 2021 right here. Look at this volume node. Beautiful volume node at 445.10. The volume has been diminishing all day. The weakness for tech appears to be finally catching up. And here comes the downside with SPY, baby. Love it. Love it. Now we're inside Geno's lower channel. Qs are at the bottom of their range. The bonds are still basing here. If the bonds rotate back up, along with the weakness of the SPY, that is the kicker. That'll be the get you, the gotcha. Gotcha. That'll be the gotcha here. So if with the weakness in tech, if the bonds begin to climb, financial sector brings this down. Now you've got financials down. Now you've got tech down. Now you've got your downside, and we have our circuit breaker down to the 50. Be careful. Just a little bit of market awareness there. I mean, look at Microsoft. Microsoft is weak. Amazon looks terrible. It just broke through the bottom channel. Facebook is down and not moving. Google is still trading sideways. Nvidia is getting smoked. Tesla is coming back down. So tech is looking heavy still. VIX is still maintaining this channel. The bonds are down still holding. And the weakness abounds in tech. Green candle's getting wicked here. All right, Q is still falling. NASDAQ still falling. VIX is still sideways. And we're right at this 821 right here. Got the Italian pinch on the SPY. Lerat, if you go over to, there you go. Veers Weinald got it for you. Dark color theme. All my electronics are dark color theme. I love the dark color theme. Look at the SPY, 8 and 21. We got the Italian pinch to the downside. NASDAQ is still falling. VIX is still holding. Bonds might come up here. Looks like a decent opportunity for a put if we have continuation to the downside. No trades entered today yet, Susan. If you look in the Patreon, if you're a part of the Patreon, you go into the Discord. You can see all the plays posted. I post all my plays in there. Nice little green candle on the bonds. The VIX is green as well. Man, this is looking primo, looking primo. Ooh, that makes me want to smoke some ribs on my primo grill. Anybody else in here have a primo grill, primo smoker? I'm curious. Me as well, Lee-Rat. 8 and 21 crossing to the downside. This looks like they haven't touched yet, but if they touch, it'll be the first time they've touched since 10:30 Eastern time. Big green egg here. Yep. All the Primo is a big green egg, different brand, same concept, but it's oval. It's not round. It's oval. So you can sell the grill with your logo on it. If I could ship out that 300-pound grill, I would. The freight would be like $1,000. You have an 8x8 smokehouse. I am jelly. I am jelly. Uncle Terry just joined. What's going on? Is that Chief Keef? Is that him? What's up? What's up, Uncle Terry? How you doing, Chief? Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Can you buy an OM grill? Yeah. All right, so SPY right here. Trying to zoom in to see if there's any space between there. Little chopsticks right here. Right in between 8 and 21. Red candle. Let's see here. The NASDAQ, small green. Bonds are still trading sideways here. Red. Oh, now there's a red candle on the bonds. VIX is still holding its level. Lawnmower is right outside my window, so it's a little loud. Bonds, big red on the bonds. Green candle on the NASDAQ and the futures starting to climb back up. Don't hear anything. Good, good, good. I'm glad you're hearing it. You don't hear anything. Your Weber kettle. Nice, nice. All right, little green. The bonds just broke new lows. VIX is still holding strong. The VIX is pretty much going to be the last player. Big red on the VIX. I'm sorry, on the bonds. The financials still holding that level as the buyers step back in to defend this 34 EMA. Yeah, I feel you, Mike. I feel you. I got you. So, yeah, what I'm waiting on now, there's two different decisions here. We're going to come on back down and play puts, or am I going to take the swing calls and ride off into glory? And that's the decision pretty much. Today is like the decision day. I think we have just more of a continuation day. There's no buying volume here. We're still very much inside the trend, or I'm sorry, inside the range. We're at the top of the range, 445.17. The range is 445.50. We're just hovering around this little chop session right on top. The YouTube stream is about 3 to 4 to 5 second delay, depending on your stream quality. All right, VIX is testing lows. The bonds are coming down. Two big green candles here on the Nasdaq, and the futures are both green. September 17th PM contracts 44.75 or 10.80 a piece right now. Bonds are still falling. VIX is falling over double red candles. XLF is holding its levels. Flipping through the top 8. Tesla's getting double green candles here. Some strength in the tech market coming in here. Double red on the VIX, and VIX is breaking new lows here. Bonds are holding 150. Big sell on the futures. SPY is still rejecting the top level here. That's why I don't, y'all remember, I don't trade the middle of the range. This is a colossal range, granted. I don't trade the middle of the range. And this right here is just bouncing up, rejecting the top of the range here. If we pop above, might be call time. NASDAQ here, 821 there. TLT is still down. VIX is still holding strong. Don't go chasing waterfalls. If today ends green, will you be taking those 3-week calls? It depends on the volume. If it's a low buying volume, nope, I'll just wait till tomorrow. There's plenty to upside. Those 3-week calls, there's plenty of upside to be had. Plenty of upside to be had once this actually does break up. I'm in no rush. I'm not going to jump the gun on those, trying to squeeze every penny out of those calls. There's plenty of upside once it does break. Haven't taken any plays today. I'm just sitting here watching all this crap, not forcing anything. Please explain why the bonds have anything to do with SPY. All right, well, SPY is made up of 500 stocks. Of those 500, there's 11 sectors. Of one of those sectors, you've got the financial sector. Financial sector is the rotation of the financials. The bonds is where you monitor financial rotation. You've got money coming in and out of the market. You can monitor that through the bonds. When they're going risk on, risk off with bonds, with the big money is what I'm talking about, you can monitor the movement in the market. If you have this big sell off in the bonds, you know that they're going risk on, they're coming back into the market. The market's going to start climbing. The bonds are the lifeblood of the market. When you take swing plays like that, do you close at 50% max profit? I close when the volume tells me to close. I do not add, I don't put a percentage or dollar amount gain on that. I close when the market tells me to. If I'm at 100% but the buying volume is still there, I'll hold the 200%. I'll hold the 300%. It's all about the volume. Stop loss on those. If I take a call and it goes down more than 15%, then yeah, I'm cutting that baby loose. It's not. I don't treat those the same as day traders. 15, 15. Yep. Quad witching is not that big a deal to me. Most of the time, it's a nothing sandwich. So quad witching does not. Sometimes it does bring in some volatility, yes, but it can be a nothing sandwich. So I don't try to put too much emphasis on quad witching. All right, so bonds still green again. VIX is trading sideways here. The big determinant today for me is the VIX. The volatility is still high. We're still expecting a move until the volatility drops and we start climbing. That tells when the volatility starts falling, that tells me the market is pricing out a move, not pricing in, it's pricing out a move. The move's already happened. We're going to start climbing. That's the definition of volatility. It's the market's sentiment on a bigger move. Yes, Cody's plays are real time. Cody's plays are posted in the Cody's plays channel for the Super Patreon, and they are posted real time. VIX is green, still trading sideways. Another green here on the SPY and the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's climbing. VIX is hovering right here. We could go down more. VIX dropping. Green candle on the NASDAQ and the futures and the SPY. All right. Amazon, big green candle on the Amazon. That's one of the biggest bullish moves of the day there. Facebook, Google's big green candle. Nvidia's got a green, starting to curl up. Tesla, big bullish move on Tesla. So Apple's starting to recover. We could have a recovery here in the tech sector. If we have a recovery in tech, SPY's going to fly. It's going to fly. Piloted by OM. Yeah. VIX, big red candle, 1925. TLT, red candles on the TLT. Look at Tesla. Big move from Tesla. Hope you change your call sign to SPY in the sky. It's not up to me. You don't get to choose your call signs, unfortunately. All right. This is a key moment. We are again 1, 2, 3, 4. You can call that 5 times, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are at this resistance, and we are have a small red candle to start that. Well, if you're talking about the movie, then yeah, it had it chosen for him. Nah, it wouldn't. It would call signs would be dumb if people could choose themselves because it would be a bunch of Mavericks and it would be like Thunder and Thor and all these crazy names. No, there's tradition behind the call signs. They're supposed to be camaraderie, and it's not supposed to be just some stupid cool name. It's supposed to be something about you, something dumb you've done in the past, something good you did in the past. Call signs are about tradition. Nasdaq still climbing. Futures, small green candle at the top. Yep, for sure. A lot of great tradition behind the call signs. It's cool stuff. 445.39. VIX, Tesla is 150.09. I'm not sorry, Tesla bonds. I'm sorry, I was looking at TLT. 150.09. Nasdaq is still climbing. 11:20, 11:10. I got 11:10 right, 11:20 right now on these calls. Now 11:10. I don't know, man. Does SPY have the gumption to break this top level? Qs are starting to roll back over. VIX is still falling though, and TLT is looking up as well. So there's a lot of mixed signals here. And SPY is rejecting this level over and over and over again. Bam. 1060, 1070. Veers, did you change your name? I went to go pronounce your name again, and it's changed. I was about to go get food. This happened. Didn't want to miss this moment. This magic moment. VIX is at 1930. Red can or green candle here off this little bitty downside. Still holding this level. It does not want to give it up. Bonds are still trending downwards. Nasdaq has got a little red here. The futures are still holding here. So still there's more of the same. More of the same. It's 11:13 Central. I'm hanging on a little bit longer for y'all. A little bit longer. I'll tell you what, y'all. I know we talked about. I finally made the Wagyu hamburgers yesterday. Best hamburger I've ever had in my life. The best hamburger I've ever had in my life. Week hand out of my calls, -3. That's all right, Justin. You've been killing it. The juiciest hamburger I've ever had. It's amazing. I don't. Did that mean 420? I don't know. I guess yeah. I guess yeah. Because what Vier is what 20 in German, isn't it? Right. So I don't know. Eins, zwei, vier, fünf, sechs, sechs, nine, Zen. No Zen. That's okay. How did you cook it on the grill? On the grill. It was probably American Wagyu. It wasn't Japanese. I'm not going to pay $900 for a hamburger. All right. So SPY is still climbing up here. VIX is holding strong. The bonds are still straight line down, and XLF is kind of grinding higher here. Decision point. Propane and accessories. Damn it, Bobber. No, yeah, I went to Sam's and they had, they had Wagyu beef for like hamburgers and well, whatever you could use it for, whatever. Wagyu, yeah, Wagyu. Yeah, sorry, I'm not good at pronunciations. Man, they were unbelievable, unbelievable. If you have a Sam's near you or an HEB, let's see if HEB has got it. I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Anyway, 3 minute on the SPY is all black crosses squee Momo. We are climbing up just on the 8 EMA. Small red green candles, not much movement. The Nasdaq is still weak, still down. It needs to recover pre-market levels if SPY wants to rage. Big sell-off on the bonds and VIX. You know what? You know what? I'm taking a call. Hold on. Stand by here. I think I'm about ready to enter a call. I'm in at 1090. Let me post this. The VIX is falling off, just broke levels. Bonds are falling off. Big XLF is climbing back up. NASDAQ is climbing as well. I think we got to get a little bit of movement here, and I'm going to post this. Bonds coming down. NASDAQ has got this green follow-on candle. The VIX is still falling off. I'm just going to play this. I'm going to treat this as a scalp. And if it turns into something more, great. But we'll see what happens. See the VIX, though? This is the weakest the VIX has looked so far. The NASDAQ is climbing. Bonds are still falling off here. XLF is climbing up. Tech is starting to have a little recovery if you look at the underlyings. At least it was. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Follow on green candle for the NASDAQ. There's a double green here on NASDAQ. Boom. And climbing. We'll see here. We are still at the top of the range, so I will be aware of that. I'm going to play this as a scalp. I'm going to play it as a scalp. Double red candle on the VIX. The bonds are still sliding. XLF is still climbing. Bonds are still sliding off here. VIX, red candles there. Red candles. So that red green candle's flipping red. There's a little pop there. There's the NASDAQ. There's the pop up. I got 1140. There's a big climb up there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So NASDAQ's starting to climb here. Oh, no, it flipped red. Bonds are still falling. Every time it wants to go, it gets wicked here. So, yeah. 4,700 by the end of the year. Wow. Ooh, big red candle. Don't like it. Don't like that at all. Needs to get bought up ASAP or I'm out. Yeah, this red candle needs to get bought up ASAP or I'm out. There's 1140. Ask has got 1160. All right, that get bought up. Okay, so that red candle gets bought up. Oh, ooh, ooh. Look at that thing get bought up. Sell off on the VIX. Bonds are green though. Not gonna lie, I like when OM is hyped. Yeah, yep. I'm not gonna hold these too much longer here though. I'm just gonna treat this as a scalp and I'll re-enter if it pops higher. This is a big win for me anyway. I'd take this as a win because I like when the system rolls together. A little bit of green on the NASDAQ here. VIX. Oh, big red on the VIX. Big red on the VIX. Okay. I got 1170 on the bid, 1190 on the ask. There's a little green action here. What's the NASDAQ doing? NASDAQ is still climbing. I got 1180. Now 1190. There's 1190. There's 12 bucks. Keep on going, baby. Keep on going, baby. Volume is picking up. Volume is increasing. NASDAQ is climbing. TLT has got a little green candle. VIX is still falling, though. I think this could go. I think this could go. I haven't taken my pre-workout yet. $12, 12.10. Sometimes I'll throw a little beta alanine in my protein, but there's 12 bucks. There's 12.10. Come on, baby. Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. All right, we're at the top. I'm taking 12. Right there. I'll take 12. Let's see here. Enter 12. Oh, crap. It's jumping. 12. There's 12. 10. Ooh, 12.10. All right. All right. Can I get 12.10? There's another green candle. There's 12.20. Still climbing. Oh, man. Oh, oh, I like it. Ooh. All right. Good stuff. In the Patreoners room. Good stuff. Could go higher, but good stuff. 10-1 call. I think it might be time for the 10-1 call. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and start building into a position here. Yeah. All right. It is 11:26 Central Time. That is going to do it for the YouTube stream. Thank you all if you are on the YouTubers. Appreciate y'all being here. Welcome, YouTubers. If you want to join the Discord, follow the Discord link in the description. If you want to join the community, please jump on in. The Patreon link is there. You can join the community. Come on into the community and get a little action on and engage in some really good educational conversation. So, yeah, come on in, join the Discord. In the links in the description. Thank you all for being here and for the new members that joined the Patreon. I will see you all on Friday on the YouTube stream. See ya.